How was the signing session? Having fun?
Crazy.
I can imagine. I can imagine. How are you dealing with the weather?
I'm used to it kind of from California.
Good.
Used to the hot.
Right.
Still don't like it, but used to it.
So thank you for your time. This interview will be for Czech magazine Musicus.
Is it a video or?
Yes, if you're okay with that.
That look great. Okay.
You look amazing. It's a gear-oriented magazine, equipment. Therefore, I would like to ask you about your preferences regarding microphones.
Cordless. No, I don't care really. Cordless is all I gotta say.
All right.
But I use a Shure 58. Same old stuff.
Yeah.
Whatever a Mexican can get.
We tried to do this interview over email a couple of times. Didn't manage. Always busy. Mucho trabajo. No problem. Therefore, I would like to start. We're trying to discuss that eventually El Bastardo Donald Trump was elected as El Presidente. So what are you planning to do now with that?
Well, he seems to be getting in a lot of trouble with his Russian friends.
Oh, yeah.
So we did a couple songs, Russian songs, on a single that be out before end of the year called Amari con Tsar.
Right.
So, and Russian speaking Donald Trump. So yeah, that'll be out, single 7-inch. That you're the first ones to know.
Thank you, appreciate it. Aren't you afraid of any sort of the sanctions from the ruling regime?
Sanction what?
From Donald to lock you up in a prison.
Oh yeah, no, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that. He doesn't want to do it. Make me famous.
Right.
Make me rich and famous.
We have almost a similar problem here in Czech Republic. Our president is a horrible, drunk, sexist asshole, to be fair, but he was elected by people. So aren't you afraid that the majority is losing capability of choosing right?
Well, after Trump, it's all going to be fixed because after him, it's going to be hard to get another one of him like him there again. He's going to fix everything on his own.
Right.
If he even makes it to 4 years, so. Well, it's like we just watch him. You just have to watch. He destroys himself.
Yeah.
Little by little, but still half the people like him. So, it'll come out. Sooner or later, something happens where it destroys him completely, and then all the other ones like him go with him.
Yeah. If we go a little bit philosophical, Don Miguel Ruiz has said, "Be impeccable with your own words." So, do you believe that those who sin with their own words will be punished sooner or later anyway?
I don't. I just do what I have to. I say what I have to say, and a lot of it's already done. They're true stories. So I don't think of what happens bad or whatever. I don't never think of that. We just do it. We just do what we have to do.
Yeah, I was thinking about Donald because he is eventually gonna kill himself by these words, and his karma is getting worse and worse, and his punishment will come eventually from internally, I guess.
Yeah. They'll just throw him out of there and make him look like a fool. It'll be good just to be like one of the first ones to know that. Because our first single we did, the Presidente Trump was before he got elected. We didn't think he'd get elected. So
it was only a small chance, right? Back then.
Yeah, and then he won. So now they're like, oh, you knew he was going to win. I go. So we're doing another Trump, so fix that.
What about you? Are you interested in research about the history in your home region in depth?
The only history in the home region is that the Mexicans get treated bad in the United States,
right?
Where I'm from. So that's the history we worry about, and we come out with records like Matando Güeros, and it's changed a lot since then. It's gotten better, but then Trump comes in and he puts it back to like what it was worse before. Everybody hates everybody now again, so it's horrible to see that, but. That's our fight. Our fight is like Mexicans versus the United States and the white people that hate.
But you also once said that when you come home to Mexico, you also get bad looks because you are working in America.
I was born in USA. I go back to Mexico and it's like, he's one of them, So it's like, and then I go back to the United States. He's one of them. I got nowhere to go.
Right.
I got nowhere to go. So that's what makes me angry. And you just can't go anywhere without getting treated bad.
Yeah, I can totally understand. I'm Czech, but I also spent my puberty in Belgrade, in Serbia, after NATO bombing. And even my teacher of physics was swearing at me because said, your fucking president bombed us. And I had bad looks from people in Czech Republic for living somewhere outside and getting fancy schools.
Right.
Same bad looks in Serbia, so I know how you feel. So how are you dealing with that? personally?
Well, I do records. I do songs and tell people about it. And there's a lot of us. There's millions of us over there that are Mexicans born in the United States and illegally and all that.
Right.
There's a lot of us out there. So I say what I got to say, and people understand what's going on. And it's trying to let people know that we're going to fight back.
Right.
We're going to fight back. And with Trump, we don't have to do anything because he can kill himself. So just watching now. But like Pete Wilson was the governor of California. Pete Wilson, I met him, and then he comes out with laws like against Mexicans, deport Mexicans, fuck Mexicans. And I go, I know the guy because I met him, and he looked at me like that, like a Mexican guy, and turns around, covers his wife, protecting his wife. Yeah, like this. I'm like, I was making, it was crowded, and I'm making room for him to walk by. And he goes, let the governor through, and he covers his wife. And I'm like, what? I go, what? And I didn't know. And then a couple months after, he came out with these laws. Fuck Mexicans. Oh, I know he's racist. I go, that was, when he went like that, cover his wife, that was all racist. I didn't know then because I just thought he was a normal guy. But after that, and he come out with these laws, and sure enough, guy, racist motherfucker, kill him. He was going to run for president, but didn't make it.
Yeah. So
but that one had to be. No one knew he was like. Only I did when he covers his wife. I knew that I had to tell everybody, and it's like if he wins, we got to kill him because you can't have a racist that guy that bad, be anywhere in politics in the United States. It's
insane.
Yeah, no, that can't happen.
Yeah. So how do you deal with that personally? You ignore those facts when it happens. First, it's shock, but then you say, "What can I do with that?" And you personally get.
No, I just tell people. I tell people what's going on, the truth, and what has to happen. I tell them past, present, future. Yeah, this guy has been hiding. Now I know he's a racist. In the future, we kill him if he wins. It's like it just has to be done. I don't think of anything that's going to happen.
Right.
Nothing happens. I'm waiting for something to happen. Nothing happens. Come get me.
When we were talking about the Mexican and American border, I would like to use an example of Hungarian-Serbian border. Probably you've seen those footages.
I've been through it like 4 hours to get in to Serbia, was it? Or from Croatia. And it's like Mexico and the United States, same thing.
And that border, I used to go through that border when I told you about my puberty in Serbia. And what did you feel when you saw those footages of people just climbing over the fences between Serbia and Hungary, or when you mentioned example Serbia, Croatia, just people desperate for new life?
Yeah. To me, that's normal. That's normal everyday thing, and it's the ones that don't make it that make me feel bad. But I'm used to it. It's like something that has to get done. Happens every day. It's not going to go away. They could build a wall or whatever in any country. It doesn't matter. They go through.
Right.
So half my family went through the same way. I'm son of parents that came through that way. So to me, it's like a normal. It's just an everyday thing. It's like going to get a driver's license. You cross the border.
Right. Another dangerous thing in life are drugs. And your cool song "Plata o Plomo" was inspired by the series Narcos. So
no. Actually, we started our first. We did a song when El Patron, when Pablo Escobar got killed. We did a 7-inch record in honor of him. Like a couple of weeks, it was out in stores a couple of weeks after he died. So we've known about him since way back. El Patron, a little honor song, and now the Narcos thing comes out, and we're like, everything we sing about, we've seen it on TV, and it's like we were first, and they took some ideas from us and used them, and but it's all right, it's okay. I mean, it's not like we learned it from that. So if you go back, you'll see that we're way like 20 years before Narcos came out.
Understood. Another cool song you also have is Mexico Campeón. I was just wondering if it was an insanely amazing video, and I was just laughing my ass off. I was wondering if it was spread by the Mexican footballers and also the fans. They were sharing the video. Right?
It wasn't this World. It was the last World Cup that I did this because there was songs coming out, people picking their teams. This year too, same thing. So I did the one for the Mexican team. When Mexico wins the World Cup, it's going to be a big party in Mexico. So we're just waiting for when they win, and we break the song out again. And
it was a truly great performance this year.
Yeah, no, they did some good things, but then they just got too tired, I think, from too much party. They just got tired, and they couldn't finish the game.
Right. Another classic piece is Marijuana, and it's a real hell of a fun song to play during the show, but I'm just wondering about your personal approach. Personally, I smoke once in a month to go to a post-rock show to sort of restart my mind or watch Interstellar movie. How do you personally approach it? As a creative source?
No, it's just it's like you get tired of drinking beer, or you do smoke some weed. But we've been pushing like our songs, trying to get it legal in the United States since like marijuana songs 20 years old, and we try to get it legalized because people get arrested for weed, and it's like it's not really that much. And now in California it's legal. Working on them, it's legal now. So our songs, kind of like in Mexico, it was really bad. You go to Mexico, you go to jail for marijuana. So it was a lot to do with do these songs in Spanish, marijuana. So we got to play it on the radio a lot, which is illegal over there, and it worked. Everybody knows it, and everybody it made it more okay for people to think if you smoke weed, you're all right. It's not that bad, because before they just arrest you right away and all that. So, and then when that song came out, I'd go to Mexico City and they'd be playing it in the supermarkets. In the taxi I'd get in, they're playing. All our marijuana songs really work well over there in those countries and helped make it easier, for the laws to get more, relaxed on that.
Currently, when you have all of your comrades on a tour with you, do you manage to write during those extensive touring? To sit down and try to get some ideas together?
For the touring?
Yeah, during the touring, if you manage to write some new stuff during the touring.
Yeah, we do. We get some ideas, driving around together, laughing and stuff, get some ideas. And we already got a new record almost ready to go for next year. We got the single coming out this year, and then next year the next full length.
Coming out, cool. So the fans don't have to wait until 2000.
No, well, Trump there, it comes quick. With Trump, when you have something that something that's there that has to be worked on, we have Beat the Wilson. We had to come out with a record right away, to warn people about Beat the Wilson. So it came out right away after the one before, and then things got better. And then 15 years, whatever, without a record, it was okay. And then Trump comes, and now we can do a record every year.
I guess there is a big motivation and to write about.
Oh my God.
I could see you have one of the amazing fans on the festival coming
yeah.
The masks.
They know we're real. It's just like we're not like a band out there trying to make money. We just do what we do for fun.
Right.
And we just pass the fun along to everybody. If you get it, they're going to be having fun with us. So yeah, that's what it is.
I also managed to see every time I go to one of my favorite bars in Prague, Suchi Dasnie, there is a bartender who wears Brujeria t-shirt every fucking time. And he's also involved in organizing the shows. So tell us about your Czech fans.
I wonder who it is. Kirby? No.
Kirby's from the Obscene Extreme,
right?
Yeah. Also amazing festival.
Yeah, I don't know who that one is. I don't know what we did, but like I said, if you understand it, if you know Spanish and you understand what we're doing and saying, it's great. It's like the more Spanish you know, the more you get your mind blown, let's say. And if people that don't know Spanish, they still like it. It's amazing. I go, when you learn Spanish, when you learn what it's really about, then you're going to laugh even harder and have a good time with it, because it's not serious. It sounds serious and bad and evil and whatever, but inside it's kind of funny.
So is there a motivation because of the festivals as Brutal, Salt, Obscene Extreme, or Cool Prague to be coming back to Czech Republic, including the amazing beer?
Well, we like to come back here, and Obscene Extreme is another one. Hellfest is one we want to come back to those. All the other ones, they just come up like, you want to do that? Yeah, whatever. But here we try to come back. We want to come back. We want to play every year here. We like it here.
Looking forward.
Yeah, it was fun here. It's real here. It's real here in this country.
All right. Thank you very much.
Serbia too. Serbia is great too. The Exit Fest, that's amazing.
Right, but there's a huge spectrum on the Exit, right? There is also pop music, electronic music.
But the whole thing was great. The whole country was, everything was great there.
Did you manage to do
I don't know why people complain. That's one of the best countries in Europe. Nice. Amazing.
Did you manage to do some sightseeing also?
No, I just went around on my own. It was good. It was good. Doing the 3 hours crossing the border to get in, but it was good. It reminded me of like LA used to be like 30 years ago. When it was good. LA now is like, don't know. But before it was good. It was good, just like Serbia is now.
Did you manage to try some grilled meat?
Yeah. Everything was good. Everything was good. The people were great. Everything, even the riffraff, the mafiosos were good. Everything was good.
Thank you, man. Serbian saying hvala lepo.
Okay.
Muchas gracias, amigo.
Gracias.